The projected date of when a coronavirus vaccine will be ready depends on who you ask.
Might be 1 million doses manufactured by September.
And there could be emergency use authorization in early 2021.
There is no silver bullet at the moment, and there might never be.
While politicians, drug makers and regulators all agree on the need for speed, they're all giving contradictory outlooks, because ready means different things to different people. It's best to examine the timeline in stages, starting with the first and most obvious hurdle: developing a vaccine that works. More than half a dozen drug makers around the world are conducting advanced clinical trials. Several expect to know if their vaccines work and are safe by the end of this year. The most optimistic timeline comes from pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca in the UK, which says its vaccine could be completed as early as August. The trials must study potential side effects on different types of people, though, and some experts are sceptical they could be completed that quickly. President Vladimir Putin says Russia has already granted regulatory approval to a vaccine after less than 2 months of human testing, and is giving it to medical workers first. There are concerns of vaccine development moving too fast, and that vaccine still has to complete its final trials. The next step will be getting the shots ready. In other words, actual production. Several drug makers are building manufacturing capacity so they can begin as soon as vaccines are approved by regulators. Some efforts are backed by a US government program called Operation Warp Speed. America's top diseases expert, Dr. Fauci, told Reuters tens of millions of doses could be available in early 2021.
But as we get into 2021, the manufacturers tell us that they will have hundreds of millions and likely 1 billion doses by the end of 2021.
That contrasts with more optimistic guidance from US President Trump himself.
To be ready around November 3rd, are you optimistic that will happen? And will that give you a boost in the election?
On the vaccine? I am. I'm optimistic that it'll be probably around that date.
But no further details were given. Once the vaccines are approved and production is underway, distribution times will vary. If you're high risk or an essential worker in a richer nation, you'll likely get access to first supplies, like what Russia is doing. The wait time will likely be longer for those in developing countries, which don't have those early supply deals.